What's going on, y'all, man? This your boy Tony Black, voice of the block, man. We got Carmelo Anthony, you know what I'm saying, and Matt Calf, man. Let me go on and make sure that we set this live stream up the right way before we get any farther. Make sure that matter of fact, I'm gonna just go and read the chat off the I'm gonna just read the chat off the phone, man. But now, man, they saying that you know, old Anthony was just trying to get out the rain. And Metcalf and his goons, his homeboys, had an approach Anthony, you know, in a fighting way, in a you need to get the fuck from around here type of way. You know, they comparing this shit right here to the Zimmerman case. Ain't no cameras in the courtroom. Why did this dude have a knife if it wasn't during school hours? Why he had a knife at school and they ain't even know each other? You know, did Anthony have beef with somebody other than them guys and he was just trying to protect himself? Now I see why he ran. You know, he was scared. There was so many people. It was like 4, 5 dudes. You know, what they saying is like 4, 5 dudes approached him, came up to him. And that's what the friends saying. You know, that's what Matt Cab, that's what the dude who's not living no more friends are saying happened. But why did this dude have a sharp object at school? Y'all get the likes up. Y'all gotta let me know. Help me understand, man. Help me understand. They ain't got no, I'm rolling up right now. They ain't got no black jurors. You know? None. And they saying that it's gonna be fair. What y'all think finna happen? Y'all think this dude finna get, 5 years, manslaughter 10 years, 20 years, 25 years? What y'all think? Let me know in the comment section. Cause y'all know self-defense, man. Listen, fam, y'all know self-defense, bro. The other person gotta have a weapon. You gotta fear for your life. You know? And that's before you go and try and use deadly force on any human being, any animal, real talk. Now, if you know what I'm saying, if Anthony real did do this shit because he disliked him and he didn't even fear for his life. Now, when Anthony said, touch me again, let me ask y'all something. Because they saying that Anthony told Metcalf, yeah, touch me again, or if y'all touch me again, you know what I'm saying, you know it's gonna happen, or you see what's gonna happen, or some shit like that. So did he proceed to touch him again after that? Did he touch him again after that? Did he jump at him after that? What made him use deadly force if he wasn't touched again? If he only said, touch me again, and you'll see this some sticky, icky. This some sticky. And if he say, touch me again, and you'll see what happened if he didn't touch him again. You know what I'm saying? Why did these dudes approach him if they seen that it was raining? And if they seen that it was fucking raining outside and this dude just go into the tent, over in the corner by himself, nobody around him, and y'all want to approach him, what type of shit is y'all on? I mean, if you ask me, it don't seem like Metcalf or Anthony was there for a track meet. It seemed like both of them guys, or all 4, 5, or 6 of them guys, however many approached Anthony and Anthony, it seemed like all of them guys was there not for a track meeting. That's just my opinion on the whole thing. I can't wait to see what they're showing about this tape, though. I want to know what's really what the real deal is. What the real deal is. People ain't gonna like Anthony after, if he did this shit, for a none reason. He better have a good reason to why he done this shit. They better have to play this shit fair, bro. I wonder why they ain't got none of us colored people in there. You know what I'm saying? Why they ain't got the cameras in there? Why they only letting a certain amount of people in there? Help me understand. Like, what the hell? Like, what the hell do a 17-year-old know about, stabbing somebody and calling it self-defense, bro? Like, come on. Be for real with yourself. Be for real with yourself. I'm finna roll up real quick, y'all. I'm gonna turn the camera off and roll up real quick. Yeah, come on now. Y'all help me understand that. Y'all help me understand. Let me turn this camera off real quick. Roll up. Roll up real quick. Turn on this camera. Roll up real quick, man. But yeah, man, that shit, that's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, what a 17-year-old know about going to school with a object calling it self defense, bro? And they saying that now they saying that it wasn't a knife. There's some people that's saying that it was a cleek. You know what you clean the bottom of your cleats with? They saying that's what it was. So if that would if that's what it was, fam, that's more understandable, and it's more looking like it's self defense, and it looking like what I'm saying. Uh, he wasn't on no Melly shit, no murder on his mind. I'm just gonna say it like that. I hope this shit. I hope this shit. I don't know. Y'all know how them grab leaves be with the when they be having them stems and stuff in it. I was almost late for my live. I actually was late for this bit. We gotta finish chopping it up by this shit, y'all. Because this shit hit so wild, man. This shit crazy. This shit is crazy, y'all. We gonna finish chopping this shit up, man. What the hell does young nigga know about going to school, right? You know what I'm saying, with that thing. You know what I'm saying? Nah, from what I'm understanding and from what I see, he ain't been he been home. He ain't been, what I'm saying, locked up behind bars. So I feel like he ain't do it on purpose. I don't think he did it on purpose because it would have been multiple wounds, multiple people if it would have been done on purpose, man. But why did he run? Why did Anthony have to run? Carmelo Anthony. Why did Carmelo Anthony have to run and and make it seem like something that it wasn't if it wasn't? Because if it's self defense, why would you run from defending yourself? We ain't saying don't defend yourself. It's not okay to defend yourself, but it's not okay to defend yourself and then think it's okay to take off and run. That's the part that's not okay. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that's like, damn, what really was his intentions when he came, you know, when Carmelo Anthony came to this track meet? What was his intentions? They gonna try to figure out what he was thinking, you know. They saying it was a black object. So when they say it was a black object, I guess we all assume one thing, but it's multiple black objects, bro. But we was only thinking one thing, man. Y'all gotta let me know. Do y'all think that he did this on purpose? He was just defending himself if he was scared, you know. If you was in this situation, would you have ran? If he okay, so say for example, if he did run, right? Say for example, boo, he did it and he ran. Why he didn't call the police or try to get emergency help right away? He didn't call. Uh, Anthony didn't call the emergency. Somebody else called it. I don't know who called the emergency, but he didn't call them. He was gonna try to get away with it, going up under the tent. You know what I'm saying? Just to not get wet, because you're finna get ready to run track. You don't want to get sick. You don't want to catch no type of cold. And here you go. You got these goons. You know what I'm saying? You got these white goons, man. These white goons coming up to you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I don't even want you sitting here. I don't even want you, what I'm saying? Go out there and be in the rain like a dog. You know? So he felt like, bro, y'all talking to me wrong, bro. Like, come on. But they say this shit happened quick. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? Matt Cav probably walked up to Anthony like, bro, like you need to move. And he probably was like, bro, touch me again and see what happened. And what he probably was gonna touch him again and he bop and ran. Cause he's a runner, he's a track star. I mean, he really was a runner and a track star. You know, this shit, they saying that this shit ain't got nothing to do with the racial, you know what I'm saying, slurs or nothing like that. They saying that this shit gonna be straight up 100% fair. 100% fair. Do y'all think that this shit gonna be 100% fair, fam? Y'all gotta let me know in the comment section, bro. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all thinking about it, bro. Y'all think it's gonna be fair? Y'all think they gonna play the rules how it's supposed to be played, or y'all think they gonna, you know, mess them over? Let me know. Talk to me. Jump in the comment section. Jump in the comment section. Let's go and see what y'all really talk about in the comments though. It's like y'all can't be doing this shit like this for no reason, bro. Whether y'all grown or whether y'all, you know what I'm saying, some young bugs, bro. Y'all can't be doing no shit like this for no reason and thinking this shit is cool. You gotta only do this shit when you in fear for your life. Bitch, if you feel like you finna, you know what I'm saying, lose your life at that point in moment, and he didn't feel like he was finna lose his life at that point in time, bro. That's why they finna slam him, bro. He didn't feel like I'm trying to check out the chat to see what y'all saying. So we trying to go to my page on YouTube. Let me slow my talk and start getting sidetracked. YouTube Studio, YouTube Studio live content. Let's go to live. It did. Let me see what y'all saying in the comment section, man. Y'all talk to me in the comment section, man. Y'all ain't saying nothing in the comment section. Y'all talk in the comment section. Let me know what. Come on now. Like, y'all know this shit here. Wow. You know, you can't be going out here thinking that you're gonna be able to do some shit like this for no reason, bro. He ain't fear Anthony. I don't think Carmelo Anthony felt for his life at that point in time, and none of them was armed, and he was armed. Why the hell did he have that thing at school like that at a track meet? How many races was he gonna do? Was he gonna play a football game or something after that? Like, come on, I don't believe it. Now I want to be on the black guy side, but today it's just not looking the way that I want it to be, bro. You know what I'm saying? It looked like this dude did this shit because he really wanted to do this shit because he thought that it was gonna be a self-defense. That's why I said, why do these what these young kids know about self-defense? That was back to my question what I said earlier. What do they know about it? So why did he have he don't know nothing about it. He heard about it. Because when you know about it, that's when you take a class for it. Y'all talk to me in the comment section. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. Huh? Let me know if I'm right or wrong. He heard about self defense and thought he knew about it, but forgot. Oh, if this person got a weapon, you know what I'm saying, and I'm supposed to be walking away from the situation first. And buddy Anthony Carmelo Anthony ain't do that. And it seemed like Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony both tricked themselves off the street. They both tricked themselves off the street. One of them not breathing no more, and one of them finna go to prison for a while, cause he thought he knew the law. But you don't know self defense, and I'm talking to you. You don't know self defense unless you go and take the class for it to know it and see and sit there and know what the fuck going on. What y'all think? Going to the gun range is fucking self defense classes and shit? No, no, it's not. Now, if it was raining real bad and shit like that, like they saying, right? Why? Let me ask y'all, why did they still have the track meet that day if they checked the broadcast and seen that it was gonna be raining? It was gonna be storming outside. Why they still let it go on? I ain't blaming the school. I'm just saying. I'm just stating my opinion, my facts of what I know that people they could have canceled it and set it for another day. Cause if you ask me, shit, if I was Carmelo Anthony and I was out there that day, I would have did the same thing besides ran, but he ain't know no better. He was scared. He was scared because of what he did, bro. And he was scared. Them people ran up to him. So that's why he ran, bro. So you can't law enforcement and judges, we can't always, you know what I'm saying, talk bad or y'all can't penalize nobody, you know what I'm saying, because somebody run. Because that Anthony could have been, you know, when they approached him, his heart probably was already racing from him having to run to the tent if he ran to the tent. Then them dudes approached him, you know what I'm saying? That took it to a whole different other level of, you know what I'm saying, heart racing, like damn, like, you know, three, four big white guys approaching me. And they coming with problems because they don't even already saying like we don't even want you here. And they had him surrounded like a sea, you know. They almost had him boxed in if they was all a little closer. So you tell me you wouldn't have been scared? So they're gonna have to look past the fact of him running. I think they're gonna pay more attention to the fact of why did you have this object in your hand? And when he touched you I mean, when you said touch me the second time and see what happened, did he physically actually touch you the second time? Because I mean, like I said, if I was him, I would have went up under the tent my damn self and it was raining. I would have went up under the first thing that I seen, the tent. I wouldn't have went up under a slide or whatever, but you know, or not up under a building because of the wind blowing. You know what I mean? It'll still I still get wet. So yeah, I would have went up under, you know what I'm saying, a tent or something like that, bro. Like I would did the same thing, bro. And if you know what I'm saying? Them dudes would have approached me like they approached him. You know what I'm saying? I would have had to get still off on one on real good, and then I would have had to run. You know what I'm saying? I would have had to hit one or two of them white boys in their face, man. Then I would have had to get the fuck on by my business and let them know, bro, don't fucking approach me. Don't approach nobody like that. You got the right wrong one today. Well, I'm just here for a track meet, you know? That's why I say a lot of these kids got to learn how to fight because they don't learn how to fight. This type of shit, and grown ups too. You grown up niggas too. Y'all gotta learn how to fight. We don't know how to fight. You know, that's the type of shit that happened to you. You know, they already looking at him like a thug. You know, why they looking at him like a thug? Cause I told y'all he had the twists in his head. Yeah, I told y'all he a black man, and then he ran. Then he had that thing at school. Then they probably looked into his iCloud and see what type of music he be listening to. What kind of evidence they got? They got the type of evidence today that we ain't seen or heard of. They didn't clear up that tape, that same tape that we couldn't even see nothing. When we was trying to see, when we couldn't see nothing, they didn't clear it up. Now you can see it HD clear like this, you know? And they say you can see everything. You can see everything, like everything. And I want to know what everything is that they see. I'm itching to know what it is. I mean, if it wasn't self-defense, I want to know why he did it. You know? If you ask me, I'm gonna say it don't look like self-defense. Yeah, he's saying it's self-defense because he heard about self-defense before. But listen here, that wasn't self-defense, bro. They didn't have a weapon. You gotta know what self-defense is before you try to call it. You gotta know what something is before you try to call something, bro. And that's not what it is, bro. We all, we us black people, bro, we want it to be self-defense because we want to see this black man like, beat this shit. But y'all, if y'all took self-defense classes before, y'all know what self-defense what rules come under self-defense, bro. The dude didn't have, even like Metcalf would have had to at least have a stick, a stick like a branch stick in his hand in order for him to say self-defense. All of them guys would have had to be jumping him, beating his ass. You know how Quando Rondo was getting his ass beat. That's how Carmelo Anthony was supposed to be getting beat. When, you know what I'm saying, he did what he did in order to call self-defense. If and when we see or know that, Metcalf didn't have a weapon. So what mistakes did I could say that he did that I could say that, Carmelo Anthony did? He moved too fast. He thought he knew, what he was talking about, and he didn't know what the fuck was going on with some grown up situation. The grown up situation is self defense, bro. Only grown up should know what the fuck self defense is, bro. Because you got to be 21 years old to take a self defense class. That's concealed. That's concealed carry. You know, that's a stand your ground state. Texas, but that's not stand your ground what he did because he wasn't getting his ass beat up. He wasn't getting hands and feet and paws put on him by them white boys. You know what I'm saying? But what he should have did, man, he should have popped one of them white boys in their nose and popped the other one in his teeth, in the front of his teeth, and then got on about his business. That's what I would have did. It don't matter how big they is, nigga. Y'all approaching me. You want problem with Tony Montana? I'm gonna give it to you. I ain't gonna give it to him that way because they ain't got no weapons. Come on, come on, black man. Come on, black man. Gotta use our heads better than that, bro. We can't always assume that we know some shit, bro. We gotta know for sure. If you wanted to know self defense that bad, bro, instead of you being at that goddamn track meeting that day, Anthony, you should have been home looking up goddamn self defense classes, waiting to graduate, trying to wait to graduation and walk across that stage so you can, you know what I'm saying, go to self defense school and be a self defense teacher. 'Cause I don't see that this shit defending yourself, bro. If you ain't getting beat up, I don't give a fuck if I don't care, bro. If he wasn't getting beat up, bro, I don't see it self defense. Just like the other case, bro, with the store owner, bro. That's uncalled for. It's uncalled for. It's uncalled for. It's shit uncalled for, bro. It's reckless. You know. Now we about to figure out right exactly what Carmelo Anthony did after he did what he did. You know what I'm saying? To Austin Mascaf. He ran. He ran. He ran. Now, he ain't run from the scene. You know what I'm saying? So he stayed on the campus. He just ran to somebody who he trusted. Now, if you ask me, he did the right thing by running to somebody who he trusted. Somebody who he trusts who won't turn their back on him. But did he have a cell phone on him himself? How far did he have to run? He just did what he did. So of course they over him. They ain't paying no attention to him no more. But it's not the fact of who he ran to. The good thing that he didn't do, you know what I'm saying? He didn't leave the scene of an accident. He stayed on scene of the accident. Where he messed up at, he said, hey, it was self-defense. And what ain't come out with no type of scars or bruises. I'm just saying. He ain't come out with no scars or bruises. You know what I'm saying? He came out looking strong and called self-defense, and the dudes ain't had no weapons. I'm trying to show y'all and tell y'all that I know what I'm talking about. He finna serve time. Yeah, 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 yeah. Young guy, real young guy when this shit happened, bro. Dude was like 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? High school student, man. You know, had to be smart, had to have a brain, had to have knowledge, had to was finna go to college because he graduated. He still got a diploma even after the tragedy, even after all of the hate and the backlash that came with him doing what he did. He still got a diploma. Now, do y'all think the dude was really trying to get himself out of the trouble? You know what I'm saying? Out of the trouble with the white guys. You know what I'm saying? Before he turned himself in with the laws, before he actually called, for help. Or y'all think he just did it and just ran? He should have thought first. I think brother should have thought first. He should have thought first. They say they're gonna be fair. That's what they say. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. They say that they say they gonna be fair. Y'all think they're gonna be fair or not? Y'all think they're gonna be fair or not? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. What you would have did after you did if you would have did that shit, what you would have did right after you would have stayed there? Cause you got the upper hand. You just laid a man out. Them other men around, them other people around just seen how that man got laid out. So they ain't gonna run up. So if you had a cell phone in your pocket, man, I would have just ran to the other side. You know what I'm saying? Called for help. Cause I wanted to know how he sounded on that 911 call. Cause that can tell some shit too. That camera gonna tell a lot too, cause the camera don't lie. And I hope that, what I'm saying, Metcalf touched him a second time and they was actually up on him all bucked like they really wanted problems trying to scare him out of his skin. That's what I hope. I hope that them white boys was gonna get him like some hyenas. That's what I hope for Carmelo Anthony. I gotta figure out why the hell, and we all gotta figure out, and we all want to know, man, why the hell did this dude have this shit on him though? Why did he have it on him though? How many kids be having the cleat picker on them, you know, when they actually go out there to run track, you know? How many actually have it on them, bro? Wild case, man. It's a wild case. But all self-defense though, right? Let me tell you about self-defense though. All self-defense ain't good self-defense. But it might sound good. It might sound self-defense might sound good. But you better be getting, you know what I'm saying, swollen, swollen, you know what I'm saying? All of that type good stuff, man, before you try to call self-defense. Listen from me. I can tell you, bro. You better be battered like goddamn, you know what I'm saying? a pancake. You know what I'm saying? Before you goddamn call self defense, bro. Gotta be. I done wrote this goddamn thing so fat and goddamn this damn the veins and shit be just messing it all up. This just man, I don't be rolling it over papers. I don't really like papers. People be smoking out the rolling. I don't really like rolling papers. Mm-mm. Not, mm-mm. Mm-mm. But he better have a good ass damn reason for the reason why he struck the way he strike, man. You know what I'm saying? And we waiting to see what these cameras say, bro. And these cameras gonna tell it all, man. These cameras gonna tell us what we want to know, what we need to hear. You know what I'm saying? What happened? You know what I'm saying? What went down? Who was right? Who was wrong, man? And I hope that Carmelo Anthony was right. I really hope that this young man was right because he got a bright a future ahead of him. He finished college. They never said nothing about him being in the streets or none of that stuff. Even after the situation, he known that what he is and what he did and what he can do. He ain't did none of that stuff and he ain't been getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna look at that too. They're gonna look at all of that, man. They're gonna look at all of that, fam. So when we figure out, man, what the hell they got going on, because I guess a lot of people at work right now, man, where y'all at, man? What YouTube ain't sending out my notifications how it's supposed to be? Y'all make sure y'all turn on the notification bell button, bro. I don't know what's going on, but y'all ain't tapped in right now. I need y'all to tap in, man. I need y'all to talk to me in the comment section, man. You know, let me know what y'all thinking. Let me know what y'all thinking. Y'all over here, we don't pick no sides. We try to be as honest, you know what I'm saying, and as biased, unbiased as we can be. You know, that's it. That's it. What the hell? It's gonna be a wild week in Texas, man. It's gonna be a wild week in Texas. You know, and what they're saying, he's basically booked for murder. So basically, y'all, man, this dude finna get charged with murder, bro. He finna get charged with murder, fam. You know, Carmelo Anthony finna get charged with, you know what I'm saying, murder for the murder of Austin Metcalf. You know what I'm saying? Smart kid with a diploma. He gonna be able to. He gonna be. They gonna look at it like, hey, we can use him. He a smart kid with a diploma, and he can talk to other kids and stuff like that before they make the decision that he made. Since he want to holler self defense. Man, this your boy Tony Black, voice of the block. Hey, I'm out. Peace.